Hey, what's up guys? I'm Ryan from American Trucks, and today I'm here with the Barricade Extreme HD rear bumper for factory hitches fitting your 2015 to 2018 F150 excluding the Raptor models. It's for the F150 owner that's looking to upgrade that rear factory bumper with an easy to install full steel HD bumper. This full width bumper will add plenty of protection and aggressive styling, making it great for on and off-road driving. This bumper will add a ton of strength to the rear end and is perfect for those of you that have factory hitches. This bumper is made from heavy-duty steel plating for strength and has a very aggressive design and a black powder coating that's going to provide corrosion resistance, protecting your investment from the elements. This bumper is designed to be a direct bolt-on and comes with everything needed to install. It even reuses some of those factory mounting points and some of the hardware. This bumper is reasonably priced on the site as far as this style bumper goes, and at just around $600. I think this is a great option to go with. It fits very well, it looks great, and not only that, but it's going to add a ton of styling to your truck. Now, as far as install goes, I'm going to give this 2 out of 3 wrenches, since you can install this in about 3 hours using basic hand tools. Now, with that being said, let's hop into the install. Tools required for this install: a hammer, pliers, trim panel removal tools, 3/8 ratchet, 21mm socket, 17mm socket, 13mm socket, flathead screwdriver, 3/8 drive impact. So the first step of this installation is obviously going to be to remove the factory bumper. Now, the disassembly may vary slightly depending on what tow package you have. However, the first step is going to be to disconnect our electronics. So let's go into the truck and start with that. So if your truck was equipped with rear proximity sensors, we're going to go ahead and disconnect those. You just press in on this little black tab and then we can unplug. So we're going to go along and disconnect all those. So then we're going to disconnect our trailer hitch wiring plug. We're just going to press in on that little tab, and then we can wiggle this plug off. So then we're going to disconnect our license plate lights. You have a little tab on the top of here. Just press that in, and then we can unplug those. We're going to do the same thing for the other side. Now, it is a little hard to press this tab in, so if they're a little dirty, you might want to poke that with some sort of... So once you get all of your lights disconnected, we're going to go around and free this harness from the bumper. You're going to see it's connected in a couple of spots. So you can use a pry bar, screwdriver, or trim panel removal tool. We're just going to get under there and pry all this away. So once everything is disconnected from the bumper, the next thing we're going to do is remove it from the frame. So there's going to be 6 nuts, 3 on each side, and we're going to use a 21mm socket to remove those. At this point in time, I would suggest supporting your bumper or having a friend grab onto it so we can get these off. Once you get all 6 of those nuts off, you're ready to remove your bumper. So since the new Barricade bumper accepts those factory rear backup sensors, if that's something that you're looking to switch over and your truck has that, I'm going to show you how to do that right now. First thing we're going to do is we're going to lay this bumper down on the face so we can access those sensors. So we're going to need to get this plastic sensor out of this plastic ring. So what you're going to do is pry away on the sides of these. You can do it with your finger or a flathead screwdriver, and we're just going to push that out with our fingertip. Do the same thing for the other 3 of them. So next step, if you're planning on reusing your factory hitch, you want to take out your trailer plug. Now this is really easy. We're just going to pry in on these sides and just press this thing down. And it's going to pop out the other side. Next, we're going to switch over our license plate light, so we're just going to press in on this little tab, and then that's just going to pop out. And we'll do the same thing for the other one. So if you do have the heavy-duty tow package and you plan on reusing this factory tow hitch, you'll need to separate the metal bumper from the tow hitch. It's really easy, just a series of bolts, and there's actually 2 hidden bolts, so you'll need to take this plastic cover off, but that just pops right off. Since we're not reusing our factory tow hitch, we're going to use the brackets that Barricade gives us. We need to reuse these triple bolt plates, so we're going to smack those out with a hammer. Once you get those out, you're going to cut these metal washers off, and then we're going to transfer them over to the new brackets. So before we get this new bumper from Barricade installed, I just want to take a moment to tell you a little bit about what this bumper is made of, what it's going to do for your truck, and how it compares to your stock one. Now, the stock one is a 3-piece design. It's made of metal and plastic, and aesthetically, it's not a bad looking bumper, but functionality and strength-wise, it's not really going to do too much for you. If you're looking for something that's more aggressive, a lot stronger, and more functional, you want to look at an aftermarket bumper such as this. This one from Barricade is a very good option and is made from heavy-duty steel plating. And not only that, but it's going to be a lot stronger than your stock bumper. Now, this bumper has some pretty cool features. It has a built-in step on the side, and it actually has perforations in there, ensuring that you have a secure footing. Now, this bumper not only accommodates your factory tow hitch, but it also accommodates those factory rear proximity sensors. Another nice feature about this bumper is that it has cutouts and provisions to allow you to mount additional lighting. This is going to be great if you're pulling someone out of a sticky situation, or if you're just backing up on a very dark trail. Now, on top of that, this bumper allows you to switch over all those lights, that trailer plug, and your spare tire lock, and the whole thing is coated in an aggressive black powder coating that's not only going to add to the styling of your truck, but it's going to protect your investment from the elements. Now, this bumper is designed to be a direct bolt-on, and we still have some assembly that we need to do, so let's get it on the table, get it assembled, and show you how to put it on the truck. So we have our bumper on the table, and the next thing we're going to do is put those sensors in those holes. So if you have those reverse sensors, I'm going to show you how to install those, and if you don't, Barricade provides you with plugs. So if you're using a sensor, you're going to place that into the hole, and then you're going to install these little screws provided, and then you'll tighten them up with the provided Allen key. Now, these screws are just to put pressure inside of this to hold this sensor in, so you don't want to tighten them too much. You just want to make them snug so that that sensor is not going to fall out, and then move on to the next one. So if you don't have rear sensors and you're using plugs, you're just going to push these down in through the back side, and then these are just going to seat in there. Whether you're using plugs or your rear sensors, you're going to do that for the other 3. So the next thing we're going to do is install our license plate lights. You're going to have 2 edges and then a single edge. The single edge is going to face towards the top because it has a smaller slot. I'm going to go out through the outside and then just click those in place. And do the same thing for the other side. We're going to reinstall our trailer hitch plug. We're just going to push this in and up until it clicks in. All right, so the next thing we are going to do is to install these double bolt plates by Barricade. These are going to go in the ends of our bumper, and it's what we're going to attach these frame brackets to. We have these little plastic washers that are going to hold those in, so we're going to place these in through the back side and then place these washers on to hold them in place. So we'll place these in through the back side, and we're going to place these plastic washers, just slide those all the way down, and that's going to hold those in place. So next we're going to install the frame bracket supplied by Barricade. We're going to slide this over these 2 bolts. We're going to make sure that our bolt pattern faces inward. Once we've got that on, we're going to place our flat washers and our nylon lock nuts, and then we'll snug those down. Once we have those on, we're going to take a 17mm socket and just tighten them up. Next, we're going to take the triple bolt plate that we removed from our factory bumper, and we're going to place that underneath. Somehow, once we get that in there, we're going to use additional plastic washers to hold that in place. Then we're going to do the same thing for the other side. So at this point in time, we're ready to install this bumper. We are reusing those factory nuts, so I would suggest getting those ready and grabbing a friend to help you pick this bumper up. So for this triple bolt plate, like I said, we're going to reinstall those factory nuts. Now this bumper has a ton of adjustability from side to side and up and down, so you want to adjust it where you want it, and then we're going to tighten these up with a 21mm socket. After that, we're going to finish tightening these two nuts off with that 17mm socket. So we're going to do the same thing for the other side. So next we're going to install the license plate plugs. These are just going to push right into these two square holes. So next we're going to install our spare tire lock. To uninstall this from your stock bumper, you're just going to insert your key and turn that counterclockwise, then you can slide this out. To install this in the new bumper, you're going to have a flat spot on this lock. This is going to face down. So we're just going to push that into the hole. We're going to turn that counterclockwise, lock it, and then take our key out. So now that this bumper is completely installed and everything's tightened up, you want to go under there and reconnect all those electrical connectors that we disconnected and zip tie up all that excess wiring. Also, you want to check your clearance from your tailgate to your bumper and lower it if necessary. However, that's going to wrap up my review and install. For more videos like this, check us out at AmericanTrucks.com.